Hello, my name is Evan Mainor, and I am a Tennessean. Not only am I a Tennessean, but I'm a proud one. I am happy to call this place my home. For a number of reasons, but mostly the beauty. Tennessee is without a doubt one of the most beautiful states that you can visit, especially East Tennessee. With places like Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge hosting big tourist attractions, all the way to Chattanooga and Knoxville as your big destination hubs. But outside of that, those big cities, there's something a lot more important. And that's our nature. About nature, I was camping and hiking about 3 or 4 weeks ago now in the Tellico Mountains, uh, just on the border of North Carolina. And it is a picturesque drive. It is a truly beautiful part of the country to drive through. You come through the little teeny tiny town, and the mountains just open up out of the plains. Just cornfields run straight into a mountainside. And as you're going down this winding road with the river on your right and the towering trees with just mountains as high as you can see. And I mean, it was truly beautiful to drive through. But when I got out of the car to take a picture at one of the many of the beautiful sight stops, I opened the car door to this. What was that, I said? It's trash. One of the millions of pieces of trash that litter our roads. Today I want to tell you about litter. Litter single-handedly is destroying Tennessee. Litter is responsible for local businesses failing, for tourism taking a big hit in Tennessee. It's responsible for many, many animal deaths, and it's polluting us. It's slowly killing us. First, I want to start by telling you that on the website Nobody Trashes Tennessee, which was started as a coalition group to start a war against littering, that they did a survey and a good experiment, and they determined that there is about 88 million pieces of trash on Tennessee highways alone. There is a population of 7 million people in Tennessee. That is more than 11 pieces of trash per person on every single side of the road. Truly disgusting. Now you're asking yourself, who's that hurt? Just trash? It's just plastic cups and cans. It hurts businesses. Places like Tennessee, places like Tellico, Townsend, Maryville, Gatlinburg, and Pigeon Forge rely on Tennessee being the beauty that it is. Right now, Tennessee makes about $24 billion a year in revenue from domestic travel. If we do not get that money, that is a big hit that companies, that local businesses, and the everyday Tennessean cannot have. Outside of that, the animals. Animals every single day are eating grass and eating animals that are exposed to these toxic materials. These plastics, these trash, these litters, these cans, not only are they hurting these animals, they're actively killing them. From the research center and website of Science and Sight, they cited that at least 80% of birds on the East Coast have been exposed to some type of plastic and is either in their gut as we speak, or it is actively clogging their gut. So that means that either they're holding it in their bodies, in their own cells, or that is actively filling their gut and causing malnutrition and starvation in these animals. Truly sickening. And to think that that could have been prevented. My third and biggest issue is the pollution of the Tennessee River. Mark Pace with the Chattanooga Times helped a German researcher, Farr, conduct a research project of the Tennessee River. In this research project, he wore a wetsuit. This wetsuit was specifically designed to capture microplastics that were in the water. What I'm about to tell you is shocking. When compared to the largest river in China, the Tennessee River had 80% more microplastics. Now, that might not sound that crazy to you. It's plastic. It's microplastics. Who cares about some river in China? That river in China has a population of 55 million people living on it. The Tennessee River has a population of 5 million. 50 million more people, but we contribute 80% more microplastics to the water. That should disgust you. You should feel disgusted by that. That is water that we are drinking. That's water that we're bathing in. That's water that we are actively drinking. It's disgusting. But outside of that, it has a great effect on wildlife. The Tennessee River is one of the most biologically diverse areas of a freshwater system in North America. It is home to over 170 separate mussel species. These mussel species are directly responsible for cleaning the water of the Tennessee River. Due to these microplastics building up, it is killing them. These animals can filter 4 to 8 gallons of water a day. Millions and millions and millions of these are dying because they can't. They can't handle the microplastics. It builds up in them, it's toxic, and it kills them. So our population is experiencing a microplastic buildup because these mussels cannot clean the water properly. That's causing mussel failure in the water, and because of these mussels failing, animals that actively depend on them cannot function properly. They are a keystone species in the environment, and they are actively dying out because of litter. Now you might ask yourself, how are we going to fund this? Where are we going to get the money? What can we even do to curb litter? One such thing is like the Nobody Trashes Tennessee website. It helps to actively fund volunteer efforts to help clean up Tennessee. Whether this can be a creek cleanup, where we will go up the creek, we pick up as much trash as we can, and we haul it off. Or we can get little volunteer groups through this website to go and walk down roadways and help pick it up. You may ask yourself, where's this money coming from? How are you going to fund this? Because I can tell you one thing the last Tennessean wants to see on his card is yet another tax. So, the way we can get this money is through 2 ways. Donations and taxes. Now, I know what I just said. However, pulling this money from already established taxes can help us to fund these projects to help clean Tennessee. Because the last thing that we need is more dirt in our state. So, next time you get out of your car, let's not have this be the noise. And unfortunately, it might be. So let's all do our part and pick up that trash. Because if there's 88 million pieces and 7 million of us, that's 11 pieces each of us has to get to have a clean state. Thank you.